What's up? What's up? How's it, Justin? Fuck. It's CPR, guys. Oh, you already know CPR. So last time, I'm sure I streamed CPR last time, October CPR. Caught no trades. But there was just this massive candle basically just spawn in. Hey, what's up? What's up, boys? Luke, David, Fabio, what's up, guys? My Wi-Fi seems to be a little bit slow, which is a bit of a problem. What's up, Matt? Let's have a look here. So yeah, here's October's CPR. This move right here. Yeah, so this candle basically just spawned in like 100 pips down. So based off of that, alright, today I may be looking at taking a trade the minute before CPR, which is very risky. So I just want you guys to know that this is a gamble, but, well, to an extent. But we're still playing the probability game, alright? We need to look at gold on a higher time frame here. Have a look at where price is sitting. If we're looking at a weekly, we're still in and around this major support area. Daily we've closed bearish, like I say, in and around that sell side area, higher time frame sell side area. Overall, we're still in a range. I would not say gold is bullish at all. No bars until we break above 1730. So we're sitting at this high time frame sell side area. We've got CPR coming up. Now CPR, if numbers come out higher than expected, which means that we still have high inflation. We've spoken about this a lot. That may seem bad for the dollar, but we need to look at what will result from a higher CPR. So if CPR comes out higher than expected, we can expect the Fed to continue to be aggressive in fighting inflation, continue to raise rates, and keep their hawkish stance. And that's been bringing a lot of dollar strength, and we've seen that pretty much time and time again over this year. So probability wise, we'll most likely see that same outcome that we saw last time. We'll most likely see higher inflation. Alright, it's unlikely that we've had an effect from raising rates just yet. So if CPI does come out lower than expected, then that may cause the Fed to shift and become more dovish, which then we could see gold bulls. Then we could see dollar weakness. So then we could see a move up here on gold. And I'm having a look at US30 as well. So US30 is going to have very much the same effect as gold. Higher CPR, we should see equity bears come back into the picture here. And it's very interesting. US30 has also done a major pullback correction and also sitting at higher time frame sell side areas. So let's have a look at US30. I thought this was really interesting. If we look back to, I think it was September's CPR. Yeah, September CPR. Price was sitting exactly where we are right now. And look at this sell-off that we had. The candle basically opened and just dropped like 900 pips, 800 pips, or points. So thinking to do something similar here on US30. We've already seen a nice rejection off of these higher time frame key levels. So 3,000, sorry, 33,000, 333. And we've closed bearish on yesterday's candle. I mean, technically speaking, looks like we're lining up for sales. Fundamentally speaking, we have a catalyst for price to be moving down from these areas. Obviously, it completely depends how the numbers come out. With US30, I think I may be a little bit more conservative and wait for CPI to be released. But on gold, what I'll be looking to do is get involved about a minute before CPI is released and keep my stops in a safe place. So if I were to execute sales right here, my stops would be quite big. I'll probably keep it above this range right here for about 80 pips, which is big. But you need to realize that if we do break out of this range, because we have a very tight consolidation here, and when we see breakouts of these tight consolidation periods with a fundamental catalyst, we generally see a lot of volume. And now looking to the left, we've got this very impulsive move up. Alright, so I'm expecting this whole move to get cancelled out or corrected with CPI. So we've got our first targets here for about 200 pips to fill this range. And then, of course, if we're targeting the lows of this higher time frame range at 1616 with some potential swings here, you know, that's a potential 900 pips on the table. So 80 pip stop does seem big, but when we put it into perspective, it's really not too bad. So all you need to do is just lower your lot size, because obviously our stops are normally maybe 30 pips on average. So all you have to do is lower your lot size, cut it in half or even a quarter of what you normally use, and that's that. So no one complaining about big stops today. Stops will be big, stops will be logical. I'm not going to have a 20 pip stop. And then let's have a look at the dollar index. My MetaTrader better not lag like this. Why not enter once it grabs liquidity at 1715, 1720s? My balls are too big. DXY formed a nice support here on this critical area at 109. Also retesting this previous daily trend line right here for what that counts. Overall, in a higher time frame range, we clearly just haven't had enough liquidity to continue pushing up here. But if you look at DXY on the monthly, you know, we've had some major bullish pressure here on the dollar. So it's very normal to see these pullbacks, very normal to see consolidation. Alright, you can see after we had this big push up in March, April, the next month closed bearish. Obviously consolidation on the lower time frames or intraday time frames. Then we continue to move up here right now. Also just seeing some ranging consolidation. But overall, respecting bullish structure here. We're sitting at the lows of this range. We have found support. Technically speaking, it looks good to drive up and fill the range at least. Gold is pretty much doing exactly what I want to see. We're pulling up right before CPI. We've got 8 minutes. So we're pulling up before CPI, potentially grabbing some liquidity, and then as CPI releases, I'm expecting price to just drop. Obviously, it completely depends how the numbers come out. I've already spoken about that. So if I'm taking a sell the minute before CPI is released and the numbers come out lower than expected, obviously that trade could go against me and could go against me very quickly. So that's the risk here. But for me, it's a risk worth taking. Makes me look smarter. Okay, so just a word of warning. CPI is very, 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 very volatile. If you're looking on gold, DXY, or US30, you can pretty much just spot the CPI moves out of, like, if you just zoom out. I noticed this earlier. CPI has just been having insane moves. People still talk about NFP. NFP has nothing on CPI. At least right now. So looking here, this was September CPI. You know, you can spot that move a mile away. So things are going to be very, very volatile. You're going to see candles jump, you know, maybe 100, 200 pips within the next hour or so. So just be very careful. Position size correctly. Don't over risk. Because if we can get in some nice positions here, there's a lot of potential for higher time frame runners. What's up, Munir? Nico?
Hear me?
Yeah, I can. How's it going? Good.
You see what we said is gonna happen's happening.
Yeah, this move up is looking good.
You look at anything about the fundamentals, anything agreeing with what we said?
Well, just from what we've seen in the past, if we do have a higher than expected CPI, we should see a massive drop off in gold. So I'm looking to take sells right before the news. Obviously, it's very risky to do that, but when it pays off, it does pay off. Because if the news comes out in our favor, you know, that's like 100, 200 pips within a couple minutes, and then we call it a day. The other thing is there's just not really enough time to wait for the news to come out, have a look. Like last CPI, it just moved so quickly. We couldn't even catch like a continuation or anything.
Or it like we said.
It literally spawned in or some. Fuck's sakes.
You lazy, bro.
Here?
You lazy after today.
Yeah, fuck's sakes. I didn't even get to have a nap. I was doing some, not back testing, but just looking back and doing a bit of reading and research.
Can't be entering cells, eh?
Yeah, well,
Doing a rescue, no? Yeah, but I'm entering this trade with my TP and my stop loss in. I'm not gonna drop it in afterwards.
yeah.
I have it in the same time.
No, that is a good idea. On gold, I'd like my stop loss to be above these highs, above the range.
You get 21.
So let's call it like 17, 18.
17, 18.
Yeah.
Aha.
Like just above this range, just ignoring that wick.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because then stops are actually really not too bad. Where price is sitting right now, 60 pip stops, that's chilled. We're pushing up right before CPI. So this is very, very interesting. We do see this quite often where we do get a push up right before news, just setting up for the sells. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds. US30, like I said, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative, wait for the news to come out, see if we can get that top wick formed, and then see what we can do from there.
Oh, we're entering 29.30 or what?
Fuck. Yeah, 29.30 I read. Oh, are you ready, boys?
Maybe the candle spawn in.
50 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna take sells right here. Stops are about 60 pips. Stops are at 17, 18. $15 seconds. My first target is gonna be 16.81 500. You kind of spawned in. Fucked. Okay, well, we must have had lower than expected CPI. Got clapped.
Yeah, that's the 54 pips. I'm supposed to get slipped.
40 pips.
That's a
Fucked.
54.
Let's have a look here.
This candle's gone.
Jeez. So, very much unexpected. We played the probabilities here. But CPI was lower than expected. Yeah, you're gonna see it's probably a very bearish dollar as a result from this. Yeah, that's hectic. Did I take something? I took sells. Yeah, that's that, eh?
Stream done. Okay, goodbye.
Yeah, stream done. So we're still just driving up deeper into these sell side areas. But with CPI like that, we could definitely see these Fed pivot prayers come back into the picture, where we could be looking at rate hike slowdowns, which should result in further relief rallies on equities, more bullish gold, bearish dollar. So if we're breaking above 1730s, you know, maybe tomorrow and next week we'll be looking for buys up to like 1760. also got wrecked, Wayne.
Slippy's got like extra from us.
Yeah, this could definitely result in further pullbacks here on dollar.
There's a 1 minute candle of 200 pips, bro.
Fucking mad. No, I'll most probably not take any more trades here. So yeah, it looks like this will most likely break the lows here on the dollar index. Like I said, we could then see some further pullback here.
Do you think it's gonna run up until?
Gold.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be the highest now?
We'll just have to see how it reacts to 1730. Might have to wait to see what the Fed speakers have to say about this. We do have a Fed speaker this evening. Tomorrow's a US bank holiday. You're late, DJ. Oh, don't worry. Today was the right day to be late. Got clapped here.
Today's the right day to be late.
I feel like Roger Banks right now.
Wow.
I'm fucking gambling news. But like I say, we played the probabilities here.
100%.
Look at this CPI, the numbers. So the forecast was also relatively low. Forecast year on year was 7.9. Our previous forecast was 8.1, and the actual came out at 8.2. This time we've seen 7.7. Very big difference. So maybe these rate hike or rate increases have had some effect. Anyway, what I'll say, I'm not gonna take another trade here. Nico, how much are you down from that?
2.5%, because I got clapped. That was meant to be 2%, but then slippage put me up another 35 pips, so it made me 2%, 2.5%.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down just less than 2%.
I'm down now 1.5%.
I think tomorrow, with the US bank holiday, also this week just hasn't been the best week for me. Obviously took a loss yesterday. I think tomorrow I'll take the day off. Probably just do some journaling, and then also potentially do like a backtesting session over the weekend. So if anyone is free and available this weekend, I will keep you guys updated, and look at maybe having something in the Discord group. CPI doesn't care about your stop loss at TP? Nah, doesn't. Massive move on US30 as well. Yeah, that's hectic. We'll definitely hear from the Fed what they have to say about this. I'm sure this would potentially result in rate hike slowdown. So potentially a softer dollar as a result from the CPI, because inflation has clearly had some improvement. So yeah, we could potentially maybe see a 50 basis point rate hike next month. Yeah, gonna be very interesting. But anyway, guys, that's me. No more trades. I gotta go. Gotta go drown my sorrows at the gym. Back. You know, it is what it is. Down
it is what it is,
down 2%. Nico, you say also down about 2%.
Yeah, bro, what did I tell you yesterday though, Connor?
What?
About that one trade you asked me about that I took in you. You asked me was it worth it?
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah. This was worth it. This was definitely
We
worth
risked what we risked, but we were going to gain the exact same. So I'm willing to risk that if I know there's a chance, a 50% chance I'm going to gain it too.
it. Yeah.
I could have made 2.5% instead of losing it, but I guess it just went the wrong way today.
I say there was like a 75% chance that it would have gone down. 25% it would have gone up.
Just also think so. If you look back, then yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever happened. Whatever affected this thing to do this. Fuck. I literally thought gold was setting up like to perfection for a drop down.
Yeah, it was doing what we were looking for. It was doing everything.
Everything is ticked, my friend. Like it's everything. It's just the numbers came out wrong. That's literally it.
The only other way we could have approached this is with like buy stops and sell stop out of this range, but then we would have, as we see, we would have got slipped. Like I would have got slipped 40 pips, so that wouldn't have been fun either. Appreciate it, Luke. Yeah, guys, like I said, I'm gonna hit the gym. Anyway, take it easy, everybody. Safe trading. We'll most likely see this continue to push here. I don't know how far. Got some higher time frame targets at 1760. But I'm really not too concerned about this. Take it easy, everybody. Safe trading. No over risking, no over trading. If you took that trade, took a loss, might just be the right thing to call it a day. Personally, that's what I'm doing. Cheers.